and I hope you're planning on being here. I'm going to be back. I'll be back. All right, finals now. Stock eliminator. Tim Tosto, left lane. B-Stick, 396, 4-speed, 69 Camaro. For the gunner out of Wentzville, Mo. Tom Pettigrew coming over from Gallatin, Tennessee. Did they fight a Civil War battle there? I thought they did. Sounded awful for me. Of course, that was long before Tom came along and long before I came along, and we both read about it in the history books. Right now, we're dealing with current history. Pettigrew's K stock automatic, 77 Pontiac Firebird. 1179 the dial for Tom right side. 1061 the dial for Tosto left lane. Locked, loaded. Tosto's in. Pettigrew's in. We're green. Oh my. Oh my. Turn out the lights, the party's over. Dead laid out of the gate by Tim Tosto, and Tom Pettigrew says, thank you very much. 1181 at 111 miles an hour, and Tom Pettigrew is your stock eliminator champion here this evening. Tosto goes 1063 on his 1061. But when they left the other end, or left this end of the racetrack, all I can say is Pettigrew was out in front by better than a 10th. And that doesn't play too well on Broadway. Well, it did for Tommy. Not so well for Timmy. Steve Theodore and Jeremy Siffrey. Corvettes, get your Corvette Roadsters. Right here in Super Gas Land. Corvette Roadsters a pair. How you like them? 63 edition, mid-level? How you like them late model style? How about the 2003 body style for Jeremy? Runner out of Arlington, Nebraska. Making the tow over as worthwhile as possible. Jeremy, his number one qualifier in Super Gas, he was dead on 9,900. Of course, all that was yesterday. Steve Theodore right now out of Columbus, Ohio, the McLaughlin Oil. Fast Lube, 63 edition. Down left. Oh, my. Jeremy's car comes off the line, goes hard right. Top end, he's got it dialed back into the groove. Can he make it up at the other end of the racetrack? No, it became awful, awful tough. Steve Theodore gets the win, 988, 158. Siffring's car came off the starting line, made a hard move right. He gathered it up quick, got it right back into the groove, but runs 986. Trying to get to the other end of the racetrack and chase down Theodore. Theodore was holding 17 thou once they left the starting line and never looked back. Siffring, if the car hadn't gone right, might have had a chance. But it just wasn't to be. So Steve Theodore takes home the Super Gas Wally and title. Do want to let you all know that if you have a check coming, room 212 is where you want to go. And once the last car goes down the racetrack, there are 30 minutes that room 212 will stay open for you to collect your winnings. So once the last car goes down the racetrack, you will have 30 minutes to get to room 212. So in other words, what I'm telling you is if you already know you got a check coming and you're out of competition, now would be a good time to come and get it. Room 212, it's open. They got checks over there for you. They got money, honey. If you got the time, we got the money. And now, it's alcohol funny card time. Kirk Williams and Ray Drew. Division 3 taking on Division 5. North Central taking on Central. Raymond Drew out of Hales Corner, Wisconsin. Mustang bodied entry for Ray and the gang. Coming out of the number 6 qualifying spot. Pretty good day at the digs for Raymond. Great opening round lap running at 5:68. Got the easy round in the second round. Royale's car couldn't make it back to the line. Kirk Williams taking out the reigning national champion in the semifinals to earn his spot here in the final round. Kirk, Chris, and the Williams claim. Linwood, Iowa, up down the left-hand side of the racetrack. Kirk left lane. Ray Drew right side. Central competitor taking on a Central region competitor. Alcohol cars now competing on a regional circuit. From the divisional level competition they used to. This was going to be all Ray Drew. Kirk Williams' car immediately up on the tires, and Ray Drew goes 5:67.9, 253 miles an hour. And Ray Drew, once again on the reaction timers, was telepathic. 0:26 on the light for Drew that time. Kirk Williams, a little bit later out of the gate, but that Pontiac Firebird immediately jumping up on the tires. Car getting a little twitchy. They're about the 60-foot mark. Kurt looking out the windshield, looking at a white wall rather than a black racetrack in front of him, and he's like, yeah, I don't think so. We'll shut it off and coast across 69 miles an hour and a 14:22 lap. So Ray Drew, congratulations, takes home the top alcohol funny car title here this weekend. And again, a reminder, if you have a check coming, room 212 in the tires where you need to report. The finals have been run in Comp, Stock, Super Gas, Top Alcohol Funny Car, Top Alcohol Dragster. Going to be coming up here momentarily. Checking to make sure everything on the top end of the racetrack is clear, clean, green, and ready to go. Making sure that Ray and Kirk both get their hot rods off the other end of the racetrack. Megan brings the injected nitro car to life. The injected cars will fire up prior to the alcohol cars. Takes a little bit longer to bring them to life. Brandon Boer's machine spins over. fires, and then quits. Spin it over a little bit, get everything cleaned out. Now it looks like we're ready to go. Megan on the left side. First ever race. The young lady drives to her first ever final round. There's Brandon doing his burnout and Megan doing her burnout. The injected nitro car on the left-hand side. 22-year-old youngster at the wheel. Making her competition debut here this weekend. Licensed, as we said earlier, down in Gainesville this year after the day after the Gator National. Former junior dragster competitor, former super comp competitor. Megan now making the step up to the big cars. I should say the really big cars. Daughter of Randy Meyer, car owner on a world championship car. Himself a championship driver as well. And Brandon Boer over on the right-hand side. The AB Construction Spitzer chassis car coming out of the number 5 qualifying spot. Great runs through eliminations for both cars to get here. Brandon finishing 4th in the division last year. Looking to take home a title this evening. There's that young lady over on the left-hand side. And A, coming from a very good team. And B, has had a very good teacher. Brandon, 10 years her senior. Right now just looking to get down the racetrack on the Laser Energy side of the racetrack first. Megan rolls in. Brandon rolls in. Top bulb slant. Bottom bulb for Brandon. Dead even out of the gate. Top end winner picker. Oh, 541, 268. A great final round win goes to Brandon Boer. 541.8, 268. 549, 264 by Megan. They were 2 thou different off the starting line. Brandon able to just pick it up a little bit at each spec, each timing mark on the quarter mile, going down the racetrack, and be able to pull it out at the other end. 5.418 beats a 5.496 by 0.08 of a second. Good showing for the young lady, Megan Meyer, here tonight. Brandon Boer taking home the alcohol dragster title. Megan coming up just a little bit short on her debut. But all in all, hey, I tell you what, she made a tough field. She made her way to the final round, and there'll be a lot more on the horizon for that young driver. More final rounds to go. Super Street getting ready to come at us. Super Comp getting ready to come at us. Super Stock to come at us. Don't forget Top Dragster and Top Sportsman. And here comes Top Dragster. Kelly Jones at home. Saying, come on, Bob, tell me all about it. Sarah? Sarah's listening at home too, I understand. Sarah, don't know you. Glad to have you on board. Tim right side. Mark left lane. Tim's going to be dialed in 636. Mark's going to be dialed in 636. So Kelly's listening down in Louisiana. Sarah's listening over in Charleston. Good final round battle shaping up right here, right now. Interesting that the two cars qualified, respectively number 13 and 14, for Mark Jones and Tim Papp. Like we said earlier, being number 1 in Top Dragster doesn't mean you're going to win it all. All you got to do is make the show, and this was the quickest ever show. The quickest ever field in Top Dragster NHRA competition here this weekend. And these two gents are going to duke it out for the final round. Mark Jones, Kelly listed at home. Tim Papp, Sarah listening at home. Mark's in. Waiting on Tim. 6:36 to dial for both cars. 3-stage lit. Mark stage beams lit. A little bit better out of the gate. Mark Jones at the finish line stripe. The win goes to Pap. 6:37.9. 6:35.2. Jones got down there. Mark took the stripe by 39 foul and broke out by 8 of them. 6:35.2 on a 6:36. Mark was a little bit better out of the gate. Tim was just a little bit better at the finish line. And that 6:37.9 for Tim Pap got him the win there at the finish line. So we crowned our top dragster champ, Tim Pap. And now Sarah is at home doing a happy dance in her living room in Charleston, Illinois. Bob Schmidt, Michelle Furr getting ready to duke it out now. Our finals in Super Street. 4 finals to go. This is one of them. Michelle on the right side, out of Virginia, the Ohio Crankshaft. Quick Fuel, K&N car. Schmidt out of Grove City, Ohio. The Bob Schmidt Performance, big block powered, 67 Chevy Duke. For Michelle and Rick and Maddie and Aiden. It's all about the final round. 1090's up on the scoreboard. This is to crown our title, crown our champion in the Super Street category. Schmidt left side, Michelle right lane. 67 68 Camaro. We're green and good on both sides. We're a little bit greener. We're a little bit gooder. Over here on the right-hand side for Michelle. She is 5 on the tree, but it's Bob Schmidt getting the win. Neither driver getting down there wanting to take the stripe, and Schmidt goes 11:31 at 102. Michelle goes 11:41 at 111. And that was kind of a wacky final. But the win light comes on. Bob Schmidt taking home the Super Street title down at the other end of the racetrack. And I think that was one of those races where it's like, okay, I'm going to take this. Oh, I'm going to dump now. Oh, I'm dumping too. Neither driver wanted to take the finish line stripe. Finally, Bob said, okay, enough's enough. I'll take it. Well, Super Comp comes up next. Final round contestants, either one of legal drinking age. Devin Eisenhower, 18 on the left side. Ryan Richardson, 20 over in the right-hand side of the racetrack. Best appearing car for Devin, former junior dragster champ, there on the left-hand side of the racetrack. Ryan Richardson, son of legendary sportsman driver Edmund Richardson, over here on the right-hand side. American race cars, both sides of the racetrack. That'll make the guys over at the American Hot Rod Chassis Shop happy. Ryan Richardson, right lane. Devin Eisenhower, left side. 2 young guns for the title in Super Comp. Womp womp at the other end of the racetrack. Devin Eisenhower throws down a 003 dead on 7 lap. 8-9-0-7, a 10 thou package in the final. Ryan left a little bit back here on the starting line. He runs dead on 8. But for Devin Eisenhower, what a weekend. Best appearing car with their American race car and a Wally to go along with it. Here in Super Comp Racing. 2 to go. Super Stock coming up next. Larry High taking on Drew Skillman. Chevrolet. Take it on 4. Hodge on a 1032 dial with the 305 Monte Carlo. Skillman got her back up to an 899 dial. The last 4 rounds of competition, that Mustang's run 899, 899, 9 flat. And we'll see what it does here. On the 899, out of Ray, Skillman, Ford. I'm saying I got to go talk to him. I got a Ford truck I need to trade in. Been a little busy today. Haven't had a chance. Of course, they've been busy too, so hey, what's good, man? Larry Hodge is going to go first. 1032 the dial for the Monte Carlo. Skillman's going to be... Skillman gets the win. 003 on the tree, 9 flat on the 899 dial. Dead on 5 by Larry Hodge, but he was 42 on the reaction timers. And Drew Skillman skips the Pro Stock battle in Seattle. Comes instead to the Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series race at Gateway Motorsports Park, and, well, he's still a winner. Takes home the Super Stock title tonight. 003 on the tree, 9 flat on the 899. And now, boys and girls, it's come to that point in the race weekend. Our final. Top Sportsman, 6-second, 200-mile-an-hour, side-by-side competition. Marco Abruzzi left lane. Jeff Barker right side. Jeffrey, number 2 on the qualifying sheet, has made his way through a stout Top Sportsman field. For Marco Abruzzi, likewise, the Abruzzi Racing transmission, Chevy Camaro there in the left lane. Through a stout field for Marco, Kim, Nick, Emily, and Jeff Coons. Final round's what it's all about. Jeff Barker, reigning Division II champ, and I do believe the newly appointed points leader. The first ever national championship battle for a Top Sportsman national championship. Barker out of Georgia. Hoosier Tires, Cone, K&N. Going to be on a 665 dial. Marco Abruzzi left lane on a 690. Final race of the weekend. Final champion to crown. Top Sportsman category. Out of the gate they go. A little bit better Abruzzi off the line, but the win light goes to Barker. 668 on a 665. 701 by Marco on a 690 dial. And Jeffrey Barker takes home the Top Sportsman Championship. And that, boys and girls, crowns each and every one of our winners here tonight. Jeffrey Barker taking home the Top Sportsman win. Drew Skillman taking home the Super Stock Wally. In Super Comp, it was Devin Eisenhower doing it all with the best appearing car. Super Street, a strange final round battle, being claimed by Bob Schmidt and his Chevy 2. Top Dragster, the win, going to Tim Papp, with Sarah doing the happy dance at home. Top Alcohol Dragster, one going to Brandon Boer and crew. Great final round battle there with young Megan Meyer. Top Alcohol Funny Car, Ray Drew getting the win. Another great mid 560 lap and another telepathic reaction time to take the title. Super Gas, Steve Theodore's Corvette won the all Corvette Roadster final round. In Stock Eliminator, it was Tom Pettigrew. That 77 Pontiac Firebird just set on kill here today to take the title home. And in Comp Eliminator, Well, what can you say? Robert Bailey, yet another one of the more unique, shall we say, final rounds of competition. But Mr. Bailey takes home the title in Comp Eliminator. Boys and girls, the time that I have on my watch is 10:40. You've got 30 minutes to pick up your check in room 212. That means you've got until 11:10. Did I calculate that right, Warren? Okay, 11:10 to pick up your check in room 212 here in the tower. Wow. The Gateway Motorsports Park, Winter Circle, right over by the NHRA trailer, just to the east side of the tower. We'll have all of our winners down there shaking hands, crowning champions, passing out Wallies. But again, the important part, if you have a check coming, you need to report to room 212 in the tower and get it. You have 30 minutes to get the check. Once again, remind everybody, the NHRA Mellow Yellow Tour will be here in 6 weeks, September 25th, 26th, and 27th. See all of the stars of the NHRA Tour and some more tremendous sportsman racing action as well as the Mellow Yellow Tour makes its stop here at Gateway Motorsports Park 6 weeks from now. GatewayMSP.com. Check out the interweb for your ticket opportunity. On behalf of everybody here at Gateway Motorsports Park, the National Hot Rod Association, and the Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series, I want to thank each and every one of you that made your way out tonight. Hope you had a great time. You saw some tremendous racing. We want to thank you for coming out. Be safe going home. Winter Circle photos will be going on over here just to the east side of the tower. We'll see y'all in 6 weeks for the NHRA Mellow Yellow Nationals here at Gateway Motorsports Park. Good night, everybody. Be safe going home. And those of you listening in on the web, loved having you along. See you later.